Hello, everyone. My name is Daniel, and my partner's name is Zishan, and we will be presenting our 3307 final project. So, our project encompasses all three deliverables, and this is more of the final project of specification towards our athlete performance hub. So, a bit of background between both of us is that coming into the project, we wanted to build something that we both would use on a daily basis in terms of what happens and how it affects our personal lives. So, we built something for all domains, not just beginner people that are working out or experts. We will build something for either coaches, anyone that just wants to track their own mental and personal health in terms of personal growth. So we have this performance hub for everyone. So the next, step when you take into our athlete performance hub is we have a dashboard, and this dashboard encompasses everything of workouts, metrics, injuries, and goals. Something that we added to this final was PRs, which you can add your own kind of personal journey towards how you're tracking your workouts, and we use the formula for that for your one rep maxes for each personal workout, which is something that's pretty cool. And we have nothing recently because we haven't really tracked anything recently. And another thing is that we can select our own personal training plan. So whether you're building strength and we'll focus on PRs week by week or running, we have everything for you, so we can select it. So, for example, if we want to go to the first step and select our strength building plan because we want to build strength, we can go to our workouts and we can add something. So our first workout would be for well, let's go full screen. Our first workout would be for for chest because we love building chest. It automatically puts your own specific date. So today is December 15th. So let's say I worked out for 45 minutes, and then we did incline, uh, chest, bench, press. We did 3 sets of 8, and we used 50-kilogram dumbbells. And you can also add your exercise to workout. So for chest days, I add that. So that's what I would do, and then I add it automatically, and that's it for chest. Or you can add more. So that's your first chest workout, and it says, look, um, incline chest dumbbell press, and we used an algorithm that we searched up online, accumulating your own one rep maxes, and then it can also appear on the dashboard, right? So as you can see, look this. We use I can't pronounce that name, but your PRs are here every week, and your recent exercises are here and accumulated by date. So the most recent one would be here, and yeah, that's just our first feature of exercises that we added, which is pretty cool. So for metrics, see that we can add any value. So you can also change the measurement. So if you're going to check in like height, what's your height, or feet and pounds, or how many seconds you've ran, you could do that. You can do as many options as you have, especially accumulating for your own selective training plan that you've selected yourself. So I'm just gonna do weight because let's just say I'm tracking my weight. So you can just do 165. Sorry, 165 pounds, and then it'll add that metric for you. It's specific date. So it also checks the date that I last added it, which was today, which is December 15th. So this is pretty cool. And the next is an injury log. I'm not gonna like go through all of it, but you could also say the description of your injury. So like knee or ACL, knee, tear, and you can tear. Sorry, and you can say like if it's like severe, heavily severe, you can take the team assessment, and then I'll ask you, you know, and generate a plan for you according to that assessment. So that's pretty cool. And we used an online algorithm to kind of give you an assessment according to researchers online. So that's pretty cool because it helps you according to your own injury. So it selects your own severity in terms of how bad you're injured or how easily you're injured. And it accumulates a plan, which is pretty cool. So let's like add a food. Let's say I ate eggs for breakfast. That's like I don't know 300. Um, you can also add the meal, and then it'll appear in your log, right? So these are all the features that we have in terms of the dashboard injury and everything. We can also show you the pattern in terms of metrics and testing. So we did use our testing files here as constructors for dates, right? Because, for example, for each log that you're adding, it also has the automatic dates. So we also tested our constructors to get their all recent dates. So let's go here and we can go to our sources and it tests each date, right? So it gets the expected date for each parameter, right? And that's the recent date as today, and it always gets the newest one, and it tests if each one is valid, and we also test the units for the measurements of like kilograms and pounds. And as you can see, the 13 tests have been passed, and this is the newest GG testing for Google that we have implemented in our solution in our project specification. So these are all our features. In terms of the core backend that we added, we also added the diet model. So it gets to each meal type, and also gets the parameter and creates a hash map to create like whatever calories are mapped towards carbs, protein, and it also gets your recent ads for whatever you add for each diet model. So in terms of our project final specification, that's the recent class that we added as opposed from the last second deliverable. So this is our classes, and we have a singleton pattern, um, where we have a different pattern in terms of uh, getting these classes that are abstracted between our testing for our metrics and also our testing for also our dates. So yeah, this is our final specification. Thank you for listening, and hope you enjoy our project. Because I also my reflection is that we learned a lot in terms of collecting data from JSON files, and I think uh, we learned just from developing this app to kind of get a look of how patterns match with each other and how different abstractions could, especially because our workout model kind of abstracts with all dates come from everywhere, and it all comes collapses to like one model that we've used. So yeah, I think those are reflections that looking back at it, it was good to learn, and our code definitely progressed as we started getting more UML diagrams that constructed from our older ones, and we built more models on top of them. So yeah, I think that's our reflection, and we thank you for listening. All right, bye bye.